guys, this is Jones10395 with another Airsoft video for you, and today we will be going over the pros and cons between normal Airsoft guns and Airsoft sniper rifles, specifically bolt-action sniper rifles. And I will call a normal Airsoft gun an AEG, a Polar Star, or a gas blowback rifle. So we're going to start off with the customization options between the two. On a sniper rifle, you're going to be very limited. You can do or buy different triggers to get your trigger response on par. You can buy different bolts. That's kind of a rarity. You can buy different springs for the insides and tight bore barrels, which you really should have in an Airsoft sniper rifle. Obviously, you can do different scopes and different bipods, monopods, grip pods, and of course your sling and muzzle devices, which will be like a suppressor or tracer unit or anything like that. And of course, the paint job, the most obvious thing on mine. You can also do a paint job on your normal guns too, but anyways, there's not a whole lot you can do with Airsoft sniper rifles, so you basically, what you see in the picture online before you buy it or in the store before you buy it is what you're going to have to deal with the whole life of the gun. However, with a normal Airsoft gun, the most common upgrades to do, we're going to talk about externals first, would be your rail system up here. That's very common actually. Your grip, everyone likes the Magpul grips, including myself lately. And your stocks, those aren't as common to change out, but obviously you can do it. And then your upper and lower receiver and sights, those are very common. Internally, it gets a little bit tricky with specifically AEGs. Polar Stars are nowhere near as hard to work on as anything else. Gas blowback rifles I would rank second and hardest next to the AEG, because you have to deal with all your gears, your motor, and just a whole lot of stuff, your piston in there. And you can really tailor your rate of fire to whatever you want. You can even get your trigger response time almost instantaneously, like your sniper rifle would be your AEG, not your AEG, your Polar Star and gas blowback rifle. Those all have instantaneous trigger response times. However, your AEG is that's kind of its Achilles heel. But with MOSFET and a LiPo battery, you can get your trigger response time very, very high. Not instant, but very high. So those are very common upgrades. Also, a tight bore is another thing that I have in here. Now we're going to go with magazine size next. I know I kind of ran through those customization features pretty fast, but a lot of people know what you can do. Magazine sizes for sniper rifles, they're going to be very limited. This particular one only holds 25 rounds. Obviously, you can buy many magazines if you want, but that's going to cost a bit. You can run a speed loader too, but some sniper rifles you can get higher capacity magazines. That's uncommon, so you're basically going to have to deal with a low cap magazine. However, in a normal Airsoft gun, you can do mid caps, also low caps, you're for a milsim player. High caps, which are your windy magazines that rattle like a baby toy. And you can even go extremely high cap, like your box magazines you would see on a SAW. They do make those for AR-15 variant Airsoft rifles, so you can carry literally thousands of rounds on you in one game, and that'll probably, honestly, last you the whole day. On the accuracy, for out of the box we're going to be speaking, Airsoft sniper rifle is going to win hands down every time, also in the FPS market, which kind of goes hand in hand with the barrel. However, the Airsoft AEG, depending on what you buy, it's going to vary greatly, but we're going to talk if you were trying to build a DMR. You can get it very close to the FPS of an Airsoft sniper rifle. Usually it's going to be just a little bit lower, but of course with the internal upgrades you can get it on par. And in my case, this actually shoots faster than my Airsoft sniper rifle. But, so out of the box, your Airsoft sniper rifle wins hands down. However, that's really the only place it wins. When we're going to talk now of rate of fire and your shots and on-target accuracy, once again, the accuracy, I know I've already said this a lot, will win in your Airsoft sniper rifle. But with your normal Airsoft gun, you have the option to run full auto, but we're not going to talk about that. You're going to run semi-auto if you're doing a DMR build. And you can bracket your shots, which means shoot multiple shots at one intended target in hopes that, one of them will catch their mark and you'll get a guy out of the game. However, on Airsoft sniper rifles, obviously you cannot do that because they're bolt action and it'll take a decent chunk of time if you're in a high-paced game between shots that you can get out. and that will leave a time for your target to get behind cover and figure out where you are and potentially get you out of the game. However, once again, in normal airsoft guns, you can bracket your shots, which is a huge advantage over airsoft sniper rifles. And if you upgrade it, you're going to be more accurate, and I'm going to talk about that next. Upgradable, AEG wins hands down compared to your airsoft sniper rifle. Believe it or not, my M16 barrel is longer than my airsoft sniper rifle barrel. The barrel for the airsoft sniper rifle starts right here, and obviously it goes to the end, so it's approximately 18 inches, while the M16 barrel, I believe it's 20 or 22 inches. Some of you will know, but either way, excuse me, the barrel of the AEG is normally going to be longer than your airsoft sniper rifle barrel. However, there are new rifles out there, sniper rifles that is, that have extremely long barrels, crazy long, and they do have larger magazines, and bolt action, they're going to be gas or spring. They're particularly going to be more expensive than your out-of-the-box AEG, but once again, you're limited on your rate of fire, obviously, your magazine capacity. It may be higher, but it's nowhere near, it can't even touch AEGs, so once again, the AEGs are going to win in that mindset. But really, there's not a whole lot of reason to buy an airsoft sniper rifle, apart from if you only have the money to buy a sniper rifle and you're really wanting to be an airsoft sniper, then you can go ahead and do that, there's no problem. But if you have the money, you have the skills and the time, I would say go with an AEG every time, because once again, customize your rate of fire, your trigger response. You can bracket your shots. You have a 601 tight bore. You can do different springs, obviously steel tooth pistons, so that you will be able to pull your spring back for a longer time. It'll be have more longevity, and basically, it's going to outrun a bolt action airsoft sniper rifle any day, simply because the rate of fire and accuracy you can get. You can do really long barrels on these. As we know, you can put a suppressor on it and then lengthen your barrel potentially even longer than sniper rifles, so the new ones specifically. But what I'm trying to say basically is, as I've said earlier, there's no point to buying an airsoft sniper rifle or even a SAW or any light machine gun type airsoft rifle, because there is no difference apart from the look of it, the weight you're going to be carrying around, and the capacity. And in terms of AEGs, your capacity is virtually unlimited. Obviously, bolt action sniper rifles are going to be limited, but that's really it. Yeah, you're going to win hands down if you're going in a 1-to-1 duel between bolt action sniper and an AEG or a normal airsoft gun sniper. Normal guys are going to win because you're going to be able to put more rounds on target faster, way faster than your bolt action airsoft sniper rifle. So if you have any questions or concerns or any opinions you want to voice on this, if you don't necessarily agree with me, then that's fine. And if you're wondering why I have an airsoft sniper rifle, it's because I was in 7th grade and I really didn't know much about airsoft and it looked cool, so I bought it. And to be completely honest with you, I've literally never used this in an airsoft game. I've brought it to the field a couple times, but it just wasn't practical because I also brought my M16 with me. It wasn't practical. So, once again, any concerns, comments, other opinions you want to voice, go ahead and do that in the comment section. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll keep posting videos.